If you're struggling to grow your podcast, I'm about to change your entire life with this one simple video. Seriously, your life is about to change. I can't wait to see your face.
Playing the Misfit Heroes podcast.
What up, Misfits? Welcome to the Misfit Heroes podcast. My name is Chris, and together we are going on a journey. Okay, you're clicked in from that opening statement. You want to know how to make your podcast grow, and you're having trouble getting any traction whatsoever. You probably feel like you're spinning your wheels, and you think that you're putting in too much effort into this thing. Well, you're right. Sort of. Maybe you aren't putting in too much effort. Maybe you need to put that effort in a different way. And you don't need some guru or pro podcaster to teach you how to do anything. I'm just a regular dude who likes to see podcasters succeed. So, let's do that for you.
I'm just a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
The idea is simple. You start a podcast and you put your thoughts out there. You publish your episode and you wait for people to come and listen, right?
This is wrong.
You need to repurpose your content so that different types of listeners can enjoy it. Let me show you how I do that. First, you record your podcast and you complete it. This is called long-form content. You're done now, right?
Wrong again, genius.
Your podcast is more than just a long conversation. It's like the main course, but it's also a source for video clips, short-form content like TikTok, blog posts, YouTube videos, even jumping off points for live streams. Let me show you how I funnel my content explained like you're 5. So first, we record the podcast. Now, some people like long conversations, and that's great. But some people don't have time to listen to a whole episode. For those people, we cut out clips for YouTube and other video platforms. I've found the best length for these clips to be roughly 6 to 12 minutes max. These are like an appetizer for people to figure out if they want to listen to the entire main course of your whole podcast.
Appetizer. This is what you eat before you eat, to make you more hungry.
Now, you're getting your podcast in front of 2 distinctly different types of people. Those that like your long-form conversations and those who like the topics that you're speaking about. Now we've got 2 pieces of content, podcasts and YouTube video clips. We're done now then, right?
You're so wrong, and he'll prove you wrong.
Short-form content like Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts have become the prevalent method for content discovery. These 60-second clips are a simple method of getting your podcast in front of a massive audience that would usually never have the attention span or time to sit down and listen to a long conversation. But they definitely might be interested in the bullet points from those conversations. So, we take the meat and potatoes from those clips that you made earlier, and we cut them into even smaller, brief snippets for people to discover. Think of them like little snacks. Why am I making so many food references? Did I eat lunch? While we're here, let's address a point that gets brought up pretty often. Wait, Chris, won't people who only listen to short-form videos only be interested in your short-form videos? That's not the point. Maybe these people will go search up your podcast. Maybe they will go search up the guest that you're speaking to. Either way, they're familiarizing themselves with you and the content that you make. Let's change your perspective real quick on this. Think about the last product that you purchased in a store. For me, it was an air freshener. Now, did I know about the brand of air freshener that I was going to buy?
Yep.
But how did I find out about it? Well, there's lots of air fresheners out there. This time, I happened to see an ad on TV. Did I need a 2-hour discussion about their environmental impact? No. I saw a 15-second ad on YouTube. I still went to a store to go find a particular air freshener, and I decided on this particular brand over the dozens of others at the store. Well, the same thing works with your podcast. The difference is, there's nearly 5 million podcasts out there. That's a lot bigger of a decision to make than the 20 or so brands of air fresheners on the local grocer's shelf. My point is, you have to be an advertisement for yourself. Now, I bet you're thinking right now, man, this seems like a lot of work. I mean, how do you have so much time to make all these videos? Easy. I let the robots do it for me. Sites like Vidya and opus.pro are free AI tools that automatically create snippets from your content and make it easily digestible, automatically making the content for you to post online and get it done. So, now we've turned your podcast into 3 pieces of content. We're done, right? Do you need me to say it? Can we all say it together?
Okay, so I was wrong.
What about people that can't listen to your podcast? Have you thought about them? Maybe they are hearing impaired. Heck, maybe they're not even interested in podcasts. You can't reach those people, right?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Take that long-form podcast of yours and transcribe it into a blog post. If you have a website, spoiler alert, you should, this will increase your SEO and increase the reach of your website, which will organically get you in front of more people. But Chris, this is going to take a lot of time to type these out, right?
Guys, I think I was wrong.
There are plenty of free sites that will do this for you. I've covered this already, but 4 platforms you should check out are Descript, Otter AI, Rev, and Fathom. These programs make it simple to upload your recording, and their AI automatically transcribes the recordings and spits out a text transcription that you can copy into a blog post. Now, I bet you're tired of being told you're wrong, and you think that you've got every single piece of content just drained out of this one single podcast episode. Guess what I'm going to tell you? You are incorrect.
I informed you thusly.
Live streams are a fantastic way of directly interacting with the people that are listening to your podcast. And you don't necessarily have to do a video live stream either. Having follow-up conversations with your community after your podcast episode releases are an amazing way to give more insight into particular topics and develop a more tight-knit community that wants to come back to you time and time again to discuss the ideas that you brought up in your podcast episodes. Let's say you don't want to do a video live stream like on TikTok or Twitch or YouTube or any of the other many video live streaming sites. You can also do audio-only streams on apps like Clubhouse, Twitter Spaces, Stereo, and newer apps like Wisdom, where your listeners leave voice-recorded messages and you respond to them with updates and info from the show. So, we've literally turned this one podcast episode into dozens of pieces of content and created a massive amount of listening options for people to find you online from just about any type of online medium. And we did it all in just a few minutes. Now, let me see that face. Did your world change? I told you it was going to.
This is my happy five!
I hope this has helped, and I want to add one last point of context. Don't just stop here with these ideas. Be creative with how your podcast content can be shared with others, and let me know down in the comments below how you've successfully grown and shared your podcast in a non-conventional way. I love that you all have been enjoying this podcast content about how to start your own podcast. So please keep the questions rolling in. If there's any way that I can help you out, I will make it so. Be sure to leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Tap that like and subscribe button on YouTube if this helped you at all. And know that every single one of you out there paying attention to this is considered a blessing in my book. I love you, Misfits. Thank you so much for listening. And as always, until next time, be kind, love one another, and be a hero.